Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good evening, good evening. I do hope that uh, my internet that I'm using from my phone is sufficient for this exercise right here. I am truly going to try and go through this as swiftly as I possibly can. However, you know how it goes. There's a lot of stuff that I need to be talking about, I need to be addressing, but my internet has been not so kind to me. It hasn't really been kind to me. Well, there you go. See, the buy rate is very, very low on it. It's very, very low, extremely low. What's that? 2000. Yeah. I'm trying, but yeah, this is not it. And I don't want it to be buffering every minute. Oh man. This is horrible. This is truly horrible. Let's see if I can get some people in here so I can get some feedback. I need to know how they getting it back. Guys, how is it looking on your end? How is things looking on your end? That's what I want to know. I want to know how is it sounding, how is it looking on your end? Let me play something right here. So see.
Also, to extend a special welcome
Yeah, how is it sounding on your end, ladies and gentlemen?
to my Jamaican brothers and sisters who are tuned live to this media conference, and for those who will, of course, catch it delayed. Based on the constitutional due date, the people of Jamaica will be called upon to elect members of parliament and.
Alright, so I want to know from everybody in the chat, how is the sound? How is the visual? Is it choppy? Listen.
Determine who forms government at some point during the course of calendar year 2025. By all indications, the upcoming general elections will be among the most consequential yet in Jamaica's recent history. While the Jamaica Labour Party has been working
I don't even want to talk about this right now. This is not what I came here for, but I'm just using this as a test to find out from you guys, how is it sounding on your end. I need you guys to come here now and tell me in the comment section. Please, this is not the time to be shy, ladies and gentlemen. I need feedback. I need feedback. Let me know how it's sounding in the comment. Let me know.
And has been delivering for the Jamaican people in the areas that matter most to them. Areas such as crime management, job creation, economic opportunities, road
nobody in the chat to tell me,
and access to port.
I don't have nobody in the chat to give me feedback. This is bad. This is really, really bad. Nobody in the chat can type. Nobody. Not one person. That's crazy. That is insane. Let me try and get Sassy up here. Hope Sassy can save the day. Lord have mercy. Sassy D, come and save the day, please, because nobody's not talking to me. I just saw what I needed to see. There we go. Prudence, what's up? Can you hear me clear?
Water. The parliamentary opposition has not presented any credible, coherent.
Oh, this is Marlon Morgan of the JLP. But what he's talking about is not what I came here for. Right, no. Alright, I think you guys, we good? Am I good? Can you hear me good? Can you hear me good? It's very important. I need to know. I need to know you can hear me good. Alright? Before I continue. Are you hearing me good, Prudence? Nobody else is answering me, so I'll never talk to you. It's like I alone up on the program or something. Look at that. It's clear? Alright, good. Without any further ado. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Holness, unconstitutional, wicked agenda has been exposed. And you might ask, Bolo, what are you talking about? Well, I'm going to make it very, very clear in this few minutes that I'm going to play of the Prime Minister. Now, this speech was done today for full context. This is the National Security Forum that they had today. Alright? This is the National Security Forum that they had today. There was a full speech that was given by the Prime Minister. I have this full speech on my Bolo VNR clips. You guys can go and watch it on Bolo VNR clips. Alright? The full speech. I'm not going to play the full speech. I'm going to play this part of the speech. I'm gone now? Oh man. See, this is what I'm talking about. But I'm going to do it anyway, even though it's bad, and I'm going to post it. Even though it's bad, I'm just going to do it and post it. Alright, let me see something real quick before I continue. Let me see how the internet at the house is working. Like I told you, I'm using my phone, y'all. I'm literally using my phone right now. The Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi at the house. It's going in and out. It's good. The Wi-Fi at the house is good. Let me try connecting to the Wi-Fi at the house and see what happens. Let me see what happens, y'all. Y'all please bear with me. Oh man. Show up
here, as they feel them. Those spaces. So, if we're going to make a change, so.
All right, I'm back. Should be working a little bit better now, but hey, I'm just gonna record it while I'm live. Hopefully, the internet gets better. I can't do anything about that. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo VNR, and the Prime Minister Andrew Holness was at a conference today. And they were talking about national security, and he mentioned a few things. He mentioned. I want to go to the last thing he said is this, and then we're going to go to that part, the part that I want to highlight. Listen to this.
First time that any government of Jamaica.
Yeah, listen to this. Listen to this hogwash.
Said too much about it. We are accused as a government that keeps our light under the bushel.
All right, go back. That's foolish.
Close to 14,000 policemen when I just took it. Having a good government that runs the economy well, that generates the revenues to do the things that you want, is that for the first time the JCF is now at its establishment. So for all this time the JCF was undermanned. In other words, the police per population was very low. Now you're close to 14,000 policemen. When I just took it over, they were just hovering at somewhere at about 11 with a high attrition rate. In fact, more people were leaving the force than entering the force. Now, I'm certain, if you do a survey today and you were to ask, what is the best profession to be now? The JCF, being a member of the JCF would rank very high.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop.
Hey, who mans is this? Oh, mans is this?
These are all things that we have done. We haven't said too much about it. You know, we are accused as a government that keeps our light under the bushel. But a time is coming now where we have to make that light very bright. And we have, you know, I must confess to you, I mean, and even the most jaded and biased commentator would have to say that this is the first time that any government of Jamaica can parade so many successes to an electorate or a population. It is the first time. But that's the beauty of democracy. You do your best, and you leave it up to the people to decide. God bless you, and thank you.
Hey, who mans is this? Oh, mans is this?
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard the Prime Minister at the National Security Forum. You want me to play that back, ladies and gentlemen? Yo, I couldn't believe when he said it. But that's not why we're here. Why we're here is because of what he said before. At this point that I'm about to play right now. Not only is this man delusional, but he's telling on himself. This man is the most unconstitutional, wicked Prime Minister I have ever seen. And that is my opinion. Listen to this.
Coordinated the disruption of public order, citizen security, and commercial activities. The ultimate objective of these gangs is to spread fear in the society, to weaken the state control in the society so that they can create a safe space in which they can conduct their criminal activities. So they use violence and the ultimate form of violence, murder, to create this fear that brings the citizen under their control as they feel helpless because the state is unable to protect them. And the longer that the state is unable to protect those citizens in those spaces, the greater the control that the gangs will have. So, if we're going to make a change in Jamaica as it relates to the level of violence and murder that we have, we're going to have to make significant impact on controlling guns coming into the country and in dealing with the criminal enterprises that we euphemistically call gangs. So, once we accept that the threats we face are transnational, then our responses must be equally transnational, and we must embrace greater security cooperation and reciprocity. In some ways, we need an international cooperation similar to the global war on terrorism. We need that international effort was mobilized in creating standardized legislation across jurisdictions, dealing with finances of gangs, but coordinating how exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country. How exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country. how exceptional and emergency powers are used to how exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country. How exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country. How exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
No, I don't know if you guys heard that, I don't know if you guys, I played it a few times for a reason. I have it on my soundboard now. This is now a new soundbite on my soundboard. I could not believe the Prime Minister said this. People, did you hear the Prime Minister a while ago? I need every one of you in the chat. All of you that is watching this premiere right now, this live stream right now, I need to know that you heard what the Prime Minister just said. I need everybody to confirm that you heard this soundbite. And I'm going to play it in real time again. Look at the screen.
Powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country. But coordinating how exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Raslin asked what is he talking about. The Prime Minister is talking about fighting crime in Jamaica. Alright? I want you to listen to what he said again. This is his approach to fighting crime in Jamaica. Using SOEs, right? So that criminals cannot hide behind being citizens of the country. Listen again in real time. Hey, JD Darkchild, call me upon 1876 451 653. I'm going to hear from you. Yeah, man. This is something to talk about. We want to hear from the citizens of Jamaica. What do you think about what the man just said? Let me play it again. Let me play it again.
How exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
So according to the Prime Minister, the citizens of Jamaica is separated from the criminals of Jamaica, and the criminals is hiding behind being a citizen of the country. So what he's doing is using the SOEs, the emergency SOEs, to take them from behind the curtain of being a citizen of the country, So basically, in this emergency situation, the police them can deal with people like them is not citizens of the country.
What can go so?
Wanna not start ball out yet?
Ball out! Whoa! Yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus.
Me now pass this point here. Me can tell you this right now. I am not moving away from this soundbite. This is what this live stream is all about. Alright? Listen me, man. This is the National Security Council seminar. The Prime Minister is talking about fighting crime. He mentioned the overseas people coming in. He mentioned what Florida has done. He mentioned what the Trump has done in terms of deportation. He's warning the people that are being deported to come and help build and no come turn no criminal because they will be dealt with. Right? And his way of dealing with the people is that he uses the SOEs, the emergency, the same thing where Mark Golding carried him got court for. The same thing that Andrew Holness is in court for right now. Big up Mark Golding and the opposition. Because they call this out. The SOEs are being abused, right, to impede on the citizens' rights as citizens. And the man just said, oh time own right, so ladies and gentlemen, I don't want this to go over nobody's head. I want to share the live stream. Share the live stream. Right? I mean, we can't back go further so we can't hear the context of what I'm talk about. Alright? Because I don't want nobody to say, oh, you know, you're just playing a part of it. You didn't play the full context. Let us play it all now. Let's listen.
Impact on controlling guns coming into the country and in dealing with the criminal enterprises that we euphemistically call gangs. So, once we accept that the threats we face are transnational, then our responses must be equally transnational, and we must embrace greater security cooperation and reciprocity. In some ways, we need an international cooperation similar to the global war on terrorism. We need a global consensus that will create a global war on gangs, that will treat with them in the same way that international effort was mobilized in creating standardized legislation across jurisdiction, dealing with finances of gangs, but coordinating how exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
So, I think you have heard enough of a full context. But I'll make me continue. Listen to this. You notice how in pause? You notice how in pause?
It will require
In pause, you know. And I look for the cultural reaction, you know. The man. Let me play it. Because I have it on my soundbite right there. So.
Hey yo, what the?
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Wrong one.
how exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country. How exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
So, we have a prime minister here in Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, that is showing us all the signs of becoming a full dictator. Because he wants to use SOEs with our present constitution as is, to not allow criminals to hide behind being a citizen. I want to ask one idiot question. Aren't criminals citizens? Weren't they citizens before they became criminals? May I have our next question? Isn't it the responsibility of the government to ensure that they create opportunities for our citizens so they don't go into a life of crime? May I have our next question? How is Jamaica prosperous and growing, but crime and criminality is expanding? Isn't the criminals sons and daughters of citizens? How did they become non-citizens because they are criminals? What is he saying? Is he saying that criminals have no rights? Let me play the audio again.
How exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
Yo, I don't know if it's just me. Am I tripping? Am I bugging, guys? Am I overreacting to this? Am I overreacting to this? The man say how exceptional is these SOEs used to fight criminals that is hiding behind being a citizen. The last time I checked, when I go to court, oh, never mind. The police them nowadays, some of them, when them go for operation, everybody come back in a body bag most of the time when them going for criminals. No, I don't want it to be misconstrued, that I am advocating for criminals. No, I am not. I am advocating for people because that's what they are. Not all criminals are these evil people. A lot of them grew up in these same situation that the politician created. And it's funny, in this speech he even mentioned that it's not only politics cause the crime in Jamaica, but I will say they have a big role to play in it. Way back in the 70s and the 60s, after we got independence, you, the politicians, and let's not, excuse me, I can show clip of Siaga talking about dance and how he entertains them in his constituency, and there's a role for dance, right? It is well documented who brought guns into this country, who control the ports. You guys planted a seed. The politicians planted a seed years ago, and now the citizens of Jamaica are not citizens that go into crime. Now the other thing that is alarming to me with this type of thinking, is that these guys can now paint somebody a criminal based off their intelligence, and have the people that is buying into this type of rhetoric have no remorse and no regard for those people's lives when the police unalive them. Because the Prime Minister says they are hiding behind being citizens of the country.
How exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
Hide behind the protection of being citizens of a country. We have a caller. Hello, good evening. Or good
Yeah,
night.
hello, good evening to you, sir. Good evening to your viewers.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Bolo, have you ever wondered why when the the crime minister talk,
The Crime
he not
Minister.
talk about drugs? Yeah, the crime minister, cause that's what he is. Have you ever wondered the only thing him talk about is gunman? People not fighting over turf in Jamaica. So there's no need to have the state of emergency. The way you're using it is illegal. And you don't talk about drugs. You've never heard the prime minister or the minister, none of these people come and say, okay, drugs bring guns, it brings corruption. They don't talk about these things. All you talk about is gunman. The man who firing the gun don't have the money to buy the gun. So what are you saying? And then this just shows how far Jamaica is. Because if all those 49 people along with the prime minister and the governor general can pass a state of emergency when it's clear that it's not supposed to be used for this purpose that he has been using it for. These people serve no purpose. And then every time, right now, is 33 people has been killed by the police since the start of the year. And just listen, we're going back and forth with just this 33. We have conflict with what the residents say and what the police says. And Oris Chang saying about 400 cameras. Since these police, since you don't have enough cameras, why you don't use those 400 cameras and every time they're going out on specialized operations, you give them these cameras. So there's no discrepancy. We have a mafia lead in Jamaica. And the people need to wake up and stop, listen, and follow the news when you hear say one somebody get shot and he pull a gun on the police. You say yes or true, but when it reach your door, you say, oh, I know so it did go. Come on. Wake up, Jamaica. Wake up. Wake up. This man no mean we no good. What has he done? How many of these big drugs boss has somebody been locked up? We have drugs got the airport which has cameras, can't see who bring it there. And you tell me say, up to now, Fitzbailey, he might leave and him not make the arrest. Come on, man. Come on. We need to do better. We need to do better. We need to get rid of most of these people who are in positions who are leading the country. Because they're not doing a good job. These people are for self. These people is not what they can do for their country, is what their country can do for them. That's my 2 cents, sir.
Big up yourself, Carla. Respect for that. Well said.
Yeah, man.
Well said, my boss. Well said. When you hear utterances like that, you don't really need to add anything, you know. You understand? I don't need to add a single variable, an adjective. I don't need to add nothing at all. You understand? And I really hope that the people of Jamaica in their masses has come to the realization that that gentleman has come to. Because you see, this is very deep, you know, ladies and gentlemen. I also heard him talk about their borders. And he talked about being independent. When in 2019 that Mr. Rattigan exposed, there is a entity called basically is a group that deals with your borders, the airplanes, access to your country, the sea. I heard he was talking about radar. I don't know how many of you guys watched that video that I posted on my platform with Will Rattigan exposing that this government, they asked the USA for assistance in securing their borders, right? And basically, they got an answer from the USA. They got a recommendation. The recommendation they got, the entity, the company, gave them an offer. The offer was, you don't have to pay us $1. We're going to earn our money from the flights that people take to Jamaica, of the ticket sales. The entity also secures America's borders where drugs and guns is concerned. And their reputation speaks for itself. You understand? So I'm saying the government of Jamaica under Andrew Holness had a opportunity in 2019, 2020, round about there, to take up an offer that nobody can refuse, which is you not paying $8 to this company, right? And they would secure our borders from these transnational organized crime bodies. Drugs, guns, all of that. Now he's talking here in this video, which I encourage you guys to watch the full length of it. Like I said, they can go to Bolo VNR clips. I have it over there. Go and sub up to Bolo VNR clips. I'll be doing a lot more content over there that is exclusive to over there, right? But I'm saying he's talking about radar. He's talking about all this at the airport. All of those things are going to be offered by the company, you know. The technology, everything, for free. And they did not take the offer. But we are here, ladies and gentlemen, at this very moment, hearing the man say this.
To deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
Hey, man. You guys must know, you know. You guys must know. This man is telling you what he's about. When he said that, you know, listen, look at how long he paused for.
Ball out! Whoa! Yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland.
Now I understand why several more correctional centers are being built. Lasso, my darling. Lasso, I'm glad you're there. Yeah? Listen to me. Listen to this, Lasso.
Exceptional and emergency
Listen
powers
to
dealing
this.
with finances of gangs, but coordinating how exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
Our Prime Minister of Jamaica, unfortunately so, has the position that people that have not yet been convicted of a crime are not citizens of the country. They are labeled as non-citizens according to the Prime Minister. Now you have to ask yourself the question, is this why they have been saying the type of stuff they're saying, signaling to the police force? Shoot to kill, meet your judge or meet your maker. All of these things, him and Horace Chang, somebody that is on WikiLeaks allegedly, not even allegedly, on WikiLeaks, I don't know how true the information is, that he's into organized crime, but he's the Deputy Prime Minister of Jamaica and the Minister of Security, telling the police to allegedly shoot to kill. This man, Andrew Holness, is on a death path, a destructive path. his way of cleaning up Jamaica is to wipe out Jamaicans, in my opinion. The man don't even recognize the man them as citizens, brethren. Yo, I don't know about anybody else, but you cannot come back from this, You cannot explain this away, He's reading a speech. He thought about what he was saying before he said it. Right? And the man paused. They listen and look on the reaction of the crowd. Look how long he paused for.
Dealing with finances of gangs, but coordinating how exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
Wow. Listen, man. I'm at a loss, man. I could not believe it. Y'all just don't know how much it took me some restraint to not immediately come on live when I heard this 3 hours ago. I'm talking about immediately. If my internet was up, I would have been done this already. No, last some people, I have a special session with last some if she available. I have to call last some about this. I have to call Mama last some about this. Cause me really want to know if you call it, Me don't want to go no further with this in terms of going to another topic, honestly. There's a lot of things I could talk about. There's a lot of things going on. But you see this is an exclusive. I don't hear nobody else talking about this yet. Alright?
Yes, my boss.
Alright, good evening. Last one, what are you doing, sweetheart?
Good evening. Not so bad.
How is the family?
All is well.
All is well. The grandkids them good and everybody good.
Yes, man. I did have the flu. For me go town and talk to you the night first. Me come, you notice me not come back.
True. You know, some of they have fight virus too.
Yes, man. If I pick up a virus, I got town, man. Me I tell you, I sick like dog.
Me hating your voice, man.
Yes, man.
Me hating your voice. And you is your voice more powerful than that and more.
Yeah, man. It come back now because it did gone.
Yeah. So the Prime Minister was at the National Security Council seminar, and it was a long speech, right? At the end of the speech, him says something. I don't know if you hear it, but what you hear a while ago, when him say about the criminals them hiding behind the position of being a citizen. So him have to use the SOEs them for take away that shield where they have upon citizens. Because you know, so when them have state of emergencies, you know, it give them more rights to deal with the people in one certain way where they catch outside of.
Yeah.
You understand what I say?
So citizens of which country? Jamaica, you're born in Jamaica, you're a citizen, you can't really there foreign for.
No, it's not the foreigner them matter about, He might talk about the criminal them in Jamaica. He's saying that.
I don't tell them in a criminal. I don't tell them in a criminal, because them are send them out do for them dirty work, and when they don't turn them back on them. All what them a do, and them are the cause of everything we are going. They don't need to disband nobody, don't put nothing on them. And them are the reason why all of us go on with the youth them. All of us go on with you them for them to influence everyone could change. And then them give them the gun. And then he come again with clocks, like say clocks. A fool and tell them make him the clocks right them, Fool. Because a long time clocks are here. Because for my son 1 year old, my son are wear clocks and my son are 30 now. So clocks are not new.
Yeah.
But if you tell you the truth, I don't like what I go on. And that's why you see, Chloe, push up and do them. We can't take a support them when we come from over this. We can't take one go and them treat the youth them like them an animal. They not treat the youth them with no love. They have no love in them, and especially people who have boy pitney. They must know how to deal with other people boy pitney.
You know what is you know what is bad? There is people out there that agree with Andrew Holness.
I know. I hear people talk the other day. Me hear one woman talk. So I just say you meet the judge or the maker and we say you don't like for your pitney if you get caught in that, and you have boy children, you don't like you get caught in that. But them are criminal. Me say not all of them kill a criminal. Not all of them are criminal. Not all of them are criminal, and when you have children, you must know what to say,
But
when to say it, and how to say it.
but Lassom, you and me know. Say the final judge is the Almighty.
The final judge is the Almighty.
Them are going like say them are the final judge. Him and always strong are going like say them are the final judge.
Yeah, man. That's you sleepy, you're strong there. But guess what? And I see him they leave drop in the water right now, it take a while. And the same seed where they so hit them go reap them. It might not reach them, but it go reach them family.
You know, it'll take everything in my fiber enough to eat that brother.
Me not like them treatment. Me not like the way how them treat people. Me not like not even right now, not even my dog. I would like I'm to trust when I lick my dog. But you have to hurt people's children like that. You think it's easy for you in your bed and you hear shooting going out the road when you hear your opinion like them out there.
Hey.
And by the time you go there, you see police are creeping up and that should be in a van back like a dead dog. Them take up.
Hey, good evening, Marcia, everybody. Pat double big up. You know what say? Me is not a criminal. Me never been in a criminality and them thing there, but me I tell you, people, we are all one Jamaican people. You understand what I say?
You know what? Me don't know if we have no family we are criminal like that. That I know.
But it's not the approach to solving crime. That's not the approach to solve crime.
Cannot be. And in 2016, they say have the solution for self crime. So self crime have killed people. They gonna that, you know.
That's what we're seeing. That's what we're hearing from him. Hold on the last one. Me just want the people to just come in for hear the soundbite of the Prime Minister say a while ago. Listen to this. Listen to this. No, oh Lord have mercy, wrong one.
How exceptional and emergency powers are used.
Yeah, call it back last up.
To deal with these. How exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
People, let me play that again.
How exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
And that is not AI. That is not AI, ladies and gentlemen. Look by your screen.
An international cooperation similar to the global war on terrorism. We need a global consensus that will create a global war on gangs, that will treat with them in the same way that international effort was mobilized in creating standardized legislation across jurisdictions, dealing with finances of gangs, but coordinating how exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country. How exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country. How exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
Just want to know, say no AI. That's all. Just want to know, say no AI, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Me do want them to hear it good. Sassy 81, how you doing?
So,
Hold on there.
he can't feel
Hold on there, last some. Sassy 81. I'm glad you just entered here. Would I love to talk to somebody that is a veteran from America about the situation. Somebody with some type of international look on things where, you know, would I love to talk, but I don't know how I'm going to talk to you, I don't know if we can talk per WhatsApp call, Sassy 81, I don't know. But I love to talk to you about this specific topic right here, so go ahead, Lasso.
Yeah, but criminal have one spelling, you know. And every criminal a criminal. So when he call for himself, you know what?
No, listen to me, man. I don't even want to go there, so to be honest. More stick on the facts them what we know. This man just said that the criminals are hiding behind the guise of being citizens. Then if them are not citizens of the country, what are they? They are immigrants. Them are immigrants.
Alien.
Them are alien to Jamaica. Them never born here.
But I mean, but if you tell the truth, I don't listen to him, you know, because something you must have hurt my feelings very, very bad, you know.
You are going to
listen to him, you know, because when you listen to him, you get too upset.
Then me I tell you, say, as a journalist, me I take him off his screen, because people don't say they don't like seeing. As a journalist, I have to listen to what this man is saying from time to time.
I know.
You understand?
I know, but because I miss them talking, man, because they don't talk nothing. Then everything they talk is of the devil. They don't speak nothing of God.
You can imagine if me never want to listen to that speech, and God make me listen to that speech, you know. I come cross my feed, you know. And when me I listen and me hear the man say, I say, what you mean? Me make me say, no, me play that back, because I never hear what him say right.
And the same criminal, they want to run behind them election time.
Then me I try to tell you, I have heard stories, because I don't go on no campaign trail. I have heard stories from regular citizens. I have heard stories from people that on the campaign trail. And I've heard stories from police officers and superintendents. Hello, I be a criminal and roll with the politician them. Wanted man. And that them say, I don't mean say so. Anytime campaign trailer go on, it is said by citizens that are on the campaign trail and even police officers. Them not gonna say it on the record, but we did it. I ain't no man attack, a man setting. Alright. A big criminal allegedly, according to the citizens of Jamaica that are on campaign trails, is rolling with the politician them. And no police can touch them.
Alright.
Wanted man, top wanted man are rolling in a campaign and no police can trouble them.
And then behind that now, they don't have no use to them, so they want to get rid of them.
Over the years, you know, me I talk about, you know. Over the years, you know, dirty politics in Jamaica.
Long time, man.
Long time, you know.
Long time.
So, I want to get to you them, pay attention. The one them where the man them give them gun. Me here, Twins have Twins said this years ago, the man said, anybody give you the gun, take it and point it upon them.
Yeah, man.
Because they don't mean you know well.
No good. I mean, you know good.
You understand? Them don't mean you know well.
See them one turn around brand new. And them see them one turn around brand new criminal after.
So that it happen now.
Then get what they want out of them.
It happen now. See them a turn pound now. No, not a citizen of the country. No lesser than one human being. Now it's shoot to kill.
The country when you're born and growing, you know, sit this country anymore.
So basically the youth them in the ghetto where do these criminal works. Oh, you guys don't see that they don't respect you, they don't rate you, they don't love you. They see you as pawns. Double speak salute to you, my brother. They see you as pawns.
Oh my God, brother, me I tell you, he wicked man,
You are nothing
wicked.
to them. Give your life to God and change your life and can testify. You understand? That enough to do.
I really think
Because
so.
even if they end in a life, we have life in a heaven. Right? May I tell you that?
I really
And
think.
if it is God's will for them not touch you, them can't touch you. You
Oh God,
understand?
why may I tell you? It's sad, you know? Very sad, man.
Make it,
Very sad.
me say when me hear the man say that a while ago earlier, me say, oh my God, look at this man with a straight face.
And he look like people never listen to him I say and take it serious.
But you know see,
Look like them and take him as a joke. And it can't be joke.
last some, nobody in that crowd now applaud him, you know. Everybody was silent.
Oh, okay.
He went silent for 5 seconds after he said what he said, and nobody said a word.
Speech that you had.
Yes! Today, it's called the National Security Council Seminar. Right?
I was Chinese man, you know, so you know, like black people.
Mighty God have done it. Hey. Boy, I'm hope people in my Jamaica wake up. May I tell you?
No, if they don't want to wake up, you up to them. Because when they don't walk on that street, they know that they sleep there, so.
This is
They don't walk on that
unbelievable.
street, you know that they sleep, they make them now wake up.
May I go play one more time last song? Big up yourself. Make your people in here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Bless
Thanks
up.
for coming on, yeah? Alright.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Yeah, man. Remember play this again for the people and just a roll in. This is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. The so-called most honorable Andrew Holness. We don't know about no doctor. Right? I want you to listen to the Prime Minister of Jamaica talk about crime in Jamaica and criminals and his approach. Listen, the man on the screen, that Chinese brother there, that is Dr. Horace Chang. Right? He said that the police them should aim and don't miss. Alright? Now, that was taken as shoot to kill. And my thing is, if him just say them for aim and don't miss and shoot a man in him knee cup or shoot him somewhere in his hand so him can't really use him gun and take him in, that's a one thing. But for analyze him so him can't see life no more, yeah, that one they kind of hit different as the Minister of Security. Again, God is the final judge. You understand? Bless up yourself, Marva Dice. Last some, Double Speaks, my brother, Sassy 81 CW, big up. Oh, listen to this.
That will treat with them in the same way that international effort was mobilized in creating standardized legislation across jurisdiction, dealing with finances of gangs, but coordinating how exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
Ball out! Whoa! Yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus.
What can go so? Hey, who mess is this? Oh, man, is this?
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. You understand? Serious, man. It's serious. I'm taking more calls, you know. I truly don't want to move away from this topic. This is too much of an important. Like, we're talking about people's rights, you know, human rights, you know. You wonder why they want to change the constitution, don't you? You wonder why they're being so shady about and not so forthcoming. I to the morning man who do a live stream I talk about the constitutional reform. I don't even listen to her. You understand? There's so much I can take. I don't even listen to her. Because I already know what the agenda is. Thank you very much. Hey, Selena. How you doing, love? Salute to you. Hey, Double Speaks. Hey, Selena, Sassy81. Somebody told me I'm buying views. Somebody said I'm buying views. Boy, they watching my platform, boy. Ain't that something? Now I'm talking about real topics. I'm talking about real stuff that's going on in my country. Resilience, wagwan. A long time in the see you, know. I hope you're good, enough. Blessings, you know. Whole heap of respect. Hope everybody good in your family. But people, we have to stay prayed up. Alright? Because we have a government that is an uncaring government. We have a government that does not see the people of the country. All of us are citizens of the country. Big up Deb in our place. We have a government that sees criminals different from citizens of the country. And that is alarming. I don't know. I don't care how you want to twist that and tell me that you cannot tell me that the government and the Prime Minister is right in their stance to make a statement like this. You cannot tell me that. This is the most unconstitutional and wicked government I've ever seen in Jamaica. Some other people, some other government that did it before, you thought they were wicked? No. Andrew Holness is the best of the worst. This man is colder than ice. Yes, CW. He's colder than ice from Iceland. Now, let me play the last part of what he said. That, like at the end of the speech, this was hilarious. The end of the speech was hilarious, guys. Trust me. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry, my bad. I did something wrong. Here we go. The end of the speech was hilarious. Listen to the end of the speech right here. Listen to this.
Average man is disconnected from these realities. That every station should have a police car. We need new communication equipment. Every police station should be repaired. Where is the budget? Where is the economic activity that generates this budget? So the average man is disconnected from these realities. Not a concern to them. And so the political decisions they make is not always towards the best solution. Because they don't generally hold government to account for the things that will actually make the problem solved. What has changed in Jamaica? It's not a new security policy. Much of what we have done was already written in policies in the Ministry of National Security. For 10 years before, policies were done about how to improve the security forces. When I brought on Major General Anderson as my national security advisor, he pretended like he had a lot of work to do. Well, that's not quite true. We did the Zozo and a slew of other new initiatives. But much of the work was already done. We paid hundreds of thousands of US dollars to high-profile consultants, and in our partnerships with our development partners, quite a bit of money was spent on citizen security, but it really didn't have that impact. What the common man needs to appreciate is that you must be able to pay for your security. Nobody's going to give you your security. And anything you get, it comes with a quid pro quo. What has changed in Jamaica is that you have had a government for 9 years which has managed the budget in such a way that generates the revenues that we can now build a $2 billion new police headquarters in St. Catherine.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop.
It's the revenues that we can now build a $2 billion new police headquarters in St. Catherine. That we can implement Project Rock, going around the country and improving the police stations. You can go right across Jamaica and see new police stations being built. That we have totally reuniformed the police force, not just in the, the spanking new authority projecting uniforms that they have, but in their gear and equipment that protects life and make them more effective.
Yo, I can't believe the man I said this with that straight face, I'm sorry, I have to pause the video, but people, wasn't it just the other day we had a news breakout about a sewage problem in one of the areas where the JCF and the JCF sleep? The JDF and the JCF sleep, right? This new infrastructure, when that problem was there for years, right, and not fixed. A couple of years, me hear the problem there for. The man them is smelling feces. They are smelling doo-doo. Running water, doo-doo, running water running in the streets. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I got time today because, man, this dude is unbelievable. This man just said that a while ago. Lord have mercy. You can't make this up. Let me play. Let me continue to play this.
We haven't fully solved the transportation. We uniformed the police force, not just in the, the spanking new authority projecting uniforms that they have, but in their gear and equipment that protects life and make them more effective. We haven't fully solved the transportation issue, but they have far more cars than they had ever before in their history. Improved communication.
Whoa, didn't Bobby Mantiquew have a police car scandal? He has the audacity to mention that. Yo, everything about this government is cap. Oh my God.
All kinds of other things we're not going to talk about. But the biggest improvement that has come as a result of having a good government that runs the economy well, that generates the revenues to do the things that you want, is that for the first time the JCF is now at its establishment. So for all this time, the JCF was undermanned. In other words, the police per population was very low. Now you're close to 14,000 policemen. When I just took it over, they were just hovering on somewhere at about 11, with a high attrition rate. In fact, more people were leaving the force than entering the force. Now, if I'm certain, if you do a survey today, and you were to ask, what is the best profession to be now? The JCF, being a member of the JCF would rank very high. These are all things that we have done. We haven't said too much about it. We are accused as a government that keeps our light under the bushel. But a time is coming now where we have to make that light very bright. And we have, I must confess to you, and even the most jaded and biased commentator will have to say, this is the first time that any government of Jamaica can parade so many successes to an electorate or a population. It is the first time. But that's the beauty of democracy. You do your best, and you leave it up to the people to decide. God bless you, and thank you.
Now, this man is so.
Who's ready to have
this man is so cat, bro.
Click here to make your very own monster unadapted mind.
In recent times, 4Q.
Pothole though is.
I want y'all to pay attention to this story. Listen to this. This has to do with the JCF property. What does that say? Road cap
We about to move them on the top around here if you touch my leg.
Shout out to the new subs.
Hey, don't move that hand no more. Now try me. So Mike, you mean to tell me Diddy was touching on your leg while you were sitting right here on this couch? Trying to, but I seen it before. Diddy, get the hell.
Kenny Ken subscribe to the channel.
Hey, I'm buying views though, Selena. You saw that in real time? People subbing up, watching the video. Yeah, but I'm buying views. Yeah. Double speaks. Sassy 81, all the day ones. Yeah, I'm buying views though. But anyway, funny. Look at what that says, ladies and gentlemen, on the screen. It says, something stinks. Sewage on Camp Road flowing from the JCF property. The Jamaica Constabulary Force. That is the police. That is the soldiers. Let's read.
Not filled with rainwater. This is raw sewage.
Like and share, people. Like and share. Can you imagine a driver your car splash up in a raw sewage? What can go so something, right?
Motorists playing a losing game of hide and seek with potholes is major, but sadly common, especially when it rains. This pothole, though, is not filled with rainwater. This is raw sewage.
A lot of the cars don't realize that it's sewage water, so they just speed and it just all over the place.
Claudette has worked across the road for 17 years.
I come across the road a while ago, my friend played condition there, come across.
And while Claudette still comes to get her lunch on the plaza, other customers stay away.
The reason being because many persons don't want to cross the water to come over, and as well as persons will complain about the raw sewage because at times it is very stink. This is bad for business.
Simone
Hey, that lady that own the restaurant here, I wonder if she can sue NWC or government for this. I think she have a clear case, you know. Right? She have a clear case because you are hampering her business. She can make clear thing.
Our business is closest to the smell.
Every other month, if not every month, it run out on the road. Sometime in last year, the water commission came. They didn't fix it. They just divert the water over around the back area of Mobile Reserve. So when the breeze blow, all of that smell comes in my shop.
When that happens, customers come out.
It affects the whole part out here, so stink. I hear it a go on, and I just know.
Sometimes we can't come out because my family sell chicken over.
Well, on the weird what?
Emotional damage.
Years I started that by hands. And obvious, a serious thing.
It almost seems criminal that it persists. It affects a basic school, a courthouse, a primary school, several businesses on this plaza, motorists and pedestrians.
Everybody need to sue. They need to find out who is responsible and they need to sue. Yes.
But this is actually not what's most shocking. Walking in the median, we saw that the leaks start at this section of the fence. So, to trace the source, we drove onto the JCF's Specialized Operations Property, or the area commonly called Mobile Reserve. This is what we saw.
I'm trying to trace the source of it, and it seems to be somewhere in this green area, and so it is somewhere in here.
But then there were more sources.
Here it is.
My goodness, just look at this. The soldier them and the police them, I mean, like, look at this area right here, so. Hey, the government now said them have spent how much money on the infrastructure and all of these things. So how comes we have this situation here, ladies and gentlemen? How is it possible when they boast that they have been putting so much money in it? So why money never put in a fixing this? This is happening for years, isn't it? Why was this problem not fixed? Look at the building. Let's look at the building.
The place want paint, the place want do over. Mighty God.
I can see.
No wonder the police them come out angry. The environment that the police them are working with, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a psychologist or professional in that regard, but I would think that your environment is going to affect your emotion and your vibe. And I am getting angry vibes just looking at this. And for them to be living in this every day and moving and working in this condition every day, no one of them come out and abuse the people. The government is to be blamed at the end of the day. The government is to be blamed. And however far back this goes, if the PMP is to be blamed as well, them is to be blamed. This is a piss poor situation. This is embarrassing. This should not happen. You're talking about the persons that's supposed to defend us, the people of Jamaica, right? And maintain law and order and look at the conditions them have to be working and living in. And this camp right here, so this property. Wagwan Patrick, no sir.
Toilet paper.
Like I share
And
with
yes,
the people. No,
this is
sir.
next to barracks, where JCF
Look at that.
members sometimes sleep. This is also what flows onto the roadway.
Wanna hear that? This is where they sometimes sleep. So I was correct. And look at the conditions, man.
Still, more sewage running on the property in the open. Multiple JCF staff members have told us they don't feel cared for. No one wanted to speak on camera.
Obviously. Why do you think they don't want to speak on camera? They might lose them job. One phone call from Holness. You understand? No film office this thing I run right now. Right? So Holness, we're not gonna put sole blame for you where this is concerned, you know. But now that this is highlighted, which it shouldn't have been something that need to be highlighted before it was fixed. So after 9 years, this is still the case in a year administration. So you have to get a whole heap of blame, because you never fix it. And don't tell me say you didn't have plans to fix it, because we don't hear come tell me say, oh, you know, this is an issue and we have it on our agenda to fix. The road them alone are give a problem. And spark can't even spark it. But I digress. What I'm saying is, this needs to be fixed expeditiously, in general. Right?
Under the Public Health Act.
Listen to this. Listen to the Public Health Inspector. Listen to this.
Open.
I'm going to fix right. These are the most uncaring government, me say. Uncaring. Just taking some care.
The program director at the School of Public Health at the University of Technology. She says that this is a prime area for spreading communicable diseases.
You hear that?
Issues with cholera. We have typhoid fever that is endemic in Jamaica still. And therefore, improper disposal of sewage or even, we refer to it as excreta. It is highly unacceptable.
Beyond being unacceptable, it is a breach of the nuisance regulation under the Public Health Act 1995.
Uno screenshot that. The Public Health Nuisance Regulation Act of 1995. This is a breach. Again, people, uno need to get to the lawyers here. Yeah, man. Uno need to get to the lawyers, man. All them business places that has been suffering. We ask man. Uno need to sue the government, man.
Section 3, subsection 1 and 2, note 1. No person shall cause or permit a nuisance on any premises owned or occupied by him. 2. No person shall cause a nuisance on any premises or aid and abet any other person to cause or permit a nuisance on any other premises. Is that fit for human habitation, for people to be living in that?
Absolutely not. Given what we saw on the video, I think immediate action needs to be taken.
Thank you, people. Rest my case, you know. No, I could go back to what Andrew Holness said.
First time.
I could go back to this.
Of Jamaica can parade so many successes to an electorate or a population. It is the first time.
What can go so?
Yo, we can't look at the man face, man.
Can go.
What a wicked rat. What a wicked rat. Eh?
Very bright. And we have, this is I must confess to you, I mean, and even the most jaded and biased commentator would have to say that this is the first time that any government of Jamaica can parade so many successes to an electorate or a population. It is...
Sir, me feel like the government use words out of context. I hope he means that when he says success, successful failures. He forgot the last word, guys. We are giving him the benefit of the doubt. We're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But enough for him. Enough for him. I am already here, so let me take a look at this story here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man, enough for him. No, not you, my boss. Sorry. In recent times. That is not it either. Where is it? No, so hold on there. I had it queued up. I had it ready to go. Where is it? the youth, the web name. In recent times. I guess I am.
Very bright.
What happened? Alright, let me just find it again. So, where Marlon Morgan? People are destroy you in a social media. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. In recent times, we have come across a health hazard. Make we hear what Marlon Morgan have said to speak on. Let us hear
elections will be among the most consequential yet in Jamaica's recent history.
Alright, pause you for a minute and let's go back. I don't know why you put on that hat, Marlon Morgan. I really don't know. Seriously, why you do that to yourself? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is my raw reaction. Alright, I was watching Anissa Belrose. I saw this article in the paper and I did some shorts about it. I did 4 shorts about it. Right? But I did not see the speech. So I'm now going to take a listen to what he had to say. This is the JLP media press conference. Governance related issues. Let's hear what issues Marlon Morgan is going to raise in this one.
Currency Morrison. I must also thank you, members of the media, for joining us this morning. And while I'm at it, I wish also to extend a special welcome to my Jamaican brothers and sisters who are tuned live to this media conference, and for those who will, of course, catch it delayed. Based on the constitutional due date, the people of Jamaica will be called upon to elect members of parliament and determine who forms government at some point during the course of calendar year 2025. By all indications, the upcoming general elections will be among the most consequential yet in Jamaica's recent history. While the Jamaica Labour Party has been working assiduously and has been delivering for the Jamaican people in the areas that matter most to them, areas such as crime management, job creation, economic opportunity.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop.
Opportunities, road rehabilitation, housing, and access to potable water. The parliamentary opposition has not presented any credible, coherent, or compelling plans.
Access to potable water, roads. Oh, the hell Marlon Morgan sit up professor with a straight face in an introduction and said that. People, it look like me now get through this, you know. I'm going to try not to stop it. Lord have mercy, take your wheel.
Or alternatives to move Jamaica forward. This Jamaica Labour Party administration has been insistent on abiding by principles of good governance, in particular where it concerns the use of public funds.
Oh, hell no.
On the other hand,
hell
the PNP has been on platforms attempting to deceive and mislead the Jamaican people by presenting themselves as lily white and as though they are paragons of virtue. However, the Lawrence Rowe PNP hush money scandal, along with the latest...
How did it become a hush money scandal? You labeled it as a hush money scandal. Where is the scandal? I must the damn act we have on the area called scandal. Oh, man, you know what? Let me stop. I'm really trying not to be disrespectful. I swear to God on everything I love. Lord have mercy. This boy cannot be serious. I'm talking about you got to be delusional as hell to say what he just said. Every line he uttered was nonsense and lies. Every single line.
Developments in this unfolding saga, which may be characterized as the PNP KCMC corruption scandal, removes the mask from the PNP and exposes them for who and what they really are.
Exposes them? My guy, have you read the Integrity Commission report of your Prime Minister? Exposes them? You got to be kidding me.
The Jamaica Labour Party has taken careful note of media reports over the past week corroborated by exported WhatsApp conversations, including a quite damning and extremely disturbing voice note in which the PNP's embattled General Secretary, Dr. Dayton Campbell, sought to explain the basis on which the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, the KCMC for short, directed more money to PNP operatives, including caretakers, in other sections of the municipality compared to what the PNP's then caretaker for Central Kingston, Lawrence Rowe, told Dayton Campbell that he had actually received. The media has reported that the voice note was part of a December 2024 WhatsApp conversation between Lawrence Rowe and Dr. Dayton Campbell. It is noteworthy, ladies and gentlemen, that despite the passage of a week, Dr. Campbell has not denied having the conversation, nor has he denied responding in the manner the voice note indicates that he did. It is important to note that in the WhatsApp conversation, the PNP then caretaker, Lawrence Rowe, directly questioned the embattled PNP General Secretary, Dr. Dayton Campbell, as to why some PNP political operatives received more money from the KCMC, including sums amounting to $500,000 relative to the $300,000 which Lawrence Rowe told Dayton Campbell that he had received. It is also important to note that in responding to the direct question put to him by Lawrence Rowe, Dayton Campbell did not condemn or in any way repudiate or indeed disassociate the PNP from the use of KCMC money to advance the partisan agenda and electoral interests of the PNP and, of course, its political operatives. A direct question was put to Dr. Dayton Campbell.
Now, this is all speculation, you know, and it's important to note that these are all allegations that they're posing in regards to what they have created a whole press conference over allegations. My thing is, where was this energy for Andrew Holness with this statutory declaration from any of you that is a part of the JLP? Where was this energy for Horace Chang when he told the parliamentarians not to give the Integrity Commission report, the Integrity Commission, the information that they need to certify your statutory declaration? Where was this energy? Where was this energy when Estate Bridge situation came up with Andrew Owens, his sister, his business partner, and his son? Where was that energy? Where was this energy when Marissa Dalrymple came back to Parliament while still under investigation and in the court with the Integrity Commission? Where was this energy? Where was this energy when Bobby Montague used car police car scandal came up? Where was this energy when the Auditor General spoke about 2 buildings that was being rented for millions of Jamaican dollars. Millions over some year period. I think they're still being rented or leased. Where was this energy when our Jamaican dollars was given to Norman Donner, owner of one of those buildings, which is a parliamentarian in your parliament? Not to mention the other building that through procurement we cannot find out who owns that building. Where was this energy when talking about the misappropriation of our tax dollars? Where was this? I could go on. Oh, I could go on. Where was this energy, Marlon Morgan? The righteous indignation that you have came up here with? Putting a mop looking, trying to see military, but looking soft like putty. Where was this energy? Where was it? Crickets, huh? You had said nothing about it because you couldn't say nothing about it because you're being controlled, Marlon Morgan. You have no moral compass, sir. Alright? You can only speak against alleged corruption in the PNP, but not any clear corruption in the JLP. You make excuses for them, Marlon Morgan. This is too easy.
And he provided a direct response. We have in fact transcribed Dr. Dayton Campbell's response for the public record and of course for the benefit of those who may not have heard it as yet. The embattled PNP General Secretary was questioned about the sincerity or commitment of the PNP-controlled KSAMC to winning Central Kingston. And he was questioned as to why more KSAMC money was allocated to other PNP caretakers compared to what was allocated to him, Lawrence Rowe, over there in Central Kingston. In direct response to the question put to him by Lawrence Rowe about the distribution of funds by the KSAMC, Dr. Dayton Campbell may be heard in his own voice saying, and I'm quoting here now, "I can tell you why that happened. It's because they put more money in the two divisions that we're going to have by-elections in. So you're going to have a by-election in Chancery and you're going to have a by-election in Denham Town. So they put some more money in the two divisions that are going to have the by-elections." And we are now going to hear in Dr. Campbell's own voice what he said in that 17-second voice note.
I can tell you why that happened. That's because they put more money in the two divisions that we're going to have by-elections in. So you're going to have a by-election in Chancery, I'm going to have a by-election in Denham Town. So they put some more money in the two divisions that are going to have the.
There you have it, Dr. Campbell's own words in Dayton Campbell's own voice. In another voice note that has been disclosed by the media, the embattled PNP General Secretary sought to assure Lawrence Rowe that the disproportionate issuance of money to various PNP representatives was not a sign of the KSAMC's lack of commitment to winning Central Kingston. It is the Jamaica Labour Party's considered view, and we are confident that well-thinking Jamaicans will concur with us, that the response from Dr. Dayton Campbell was disgraceful, repugnant, scandalous, and quite frankly, unacceptable. And that the PNP KSAMC corruption scandal warrants strong and decisive action against him, as he, in his capacity as PNP General Secretary, has ultimate responsibility for the party's political activities and electioneering, and indeed how they are sustained. To be very clear, we make no allegation of personal malfeasance concerning the embattled PNP General Secretary, Dr. Dayton Campbell. However, what is clear and incontrovertible is that based on messages at hand and messages that are widely publicized, when asked about the inappropriate use of KSAMC monies to distribute to PNP political representatives, Dr. Dayton Campbell responded directly to the inquiry in voice, explaining why that was happening, and in the same breath, he referenced upcoming by-elections, those of course being in Denham Town Division and of course the Chancery Hall Division. We find Dr. Campbell's response both unbecoming and unacceptable, and must point out that it falls woefully short of what is required of the CEO of a major political party in Jamaica, and of course a commissioner of the Electoral Commission of Jamaica.
So, Andrew Holness's situation that he is in, with his 28 bank account and his business partners in his office of the Prime Minister and several agencies being managed by him, one of them that is supposed to investigate him on the recommendation of the Integrity Commission report. None of these things are red flags. There's so many other things I could speak about, like borrowing money from one was it a charity? I think it's a charity that he owned. Some charity or something, some non-profit organization that he owned, borrowing money from that non-profit, allegedly. I'm just saying alleged because I don't have the paperwork in front of me, right? Borrowing money from a non-profit organization to fund your own investments and then putting back the money in the organization. $700 billion missing from the Ministry of Health. $3 trillion. Let me put that picture up. Let me put up the $3 trillion thing while him talk, because this dude is out of his rocker, bro. Yeah. This dude is outside of his mind. Here we go. I got it right here. Got it right here. He's smoking marijuana and him just don't care. This boy I lose him mind. Let's put up the outrageous $3 trillion money we're unaccounted for missing out. No beds in the hospital, but all of this infrastructure. We really could go on. The chat is undefeated. Go ahead, chat. Keep going. Keep going, y'all. Because this boy is crazy. Let's listen to this.
In fact, the response suggests systematic, inappropriate conduct by the political party of which Dr. Dayton Campbell is a leading member. The Jamaica Labour Party also notes that other apparent WhatsApp conversations have been reported on by the media, which appear to corroborate what Lawrence wrote.
Let me ask something. By which media? By which media? Nationwide, no. Wasn't he a part of Nationwide one time, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm not mistaken? See, I don't know the full history of these dudes, but I'm catching up. Isn't this dude, wasn't he a former media house member of Nationwide? Oh, that screenshot is crazy. Yeah, you look crazy in that screenshot. Lord have mercy. Let me continue.
Alleged in conversations with Dr. Dayton Campbell. In those messages, a former PNP councillor who now serves as an administrative staffer to Kingston Mayor Andrew Sewage told Lawrence Rowe to collect the same sum Rowe referenced in conversation with Dr. Dayton Campbell, that of course being 300,000 Jamaican dollars. Mayor Swaby's administrative staffer told Lawrence Rowe that he should note that the money being made available to him is, and I quote, not for public knowledge. This entire PNP KCMC corruption scandal strongly suggests that the opposition PNP as an institution has resorted to using taxpayers' money to fund its political campaign activities and to line the pockets of its political operatives, including unelected PNP representatives.
So, let me ask one question. Where was this when the people when I admit on the campaign trail so they get them $5,000 and they now go on a conference? Marlon Morgan. Where was that? But there's more I could say, but let's continue.
And they are doing so all in their vulgar, despicable, and desperate pursuit of power. Our information is that millions of dollars were expended by the KCMC in this inappropriate and repugnant manner. In light of the foregoing observations and this deepening KCMC PNP corruption scandal, as we have good reason to believe there is more yet to come on this matter, the Jamaica Labour Party is calling for the following. 1. The immediate resignation of Dr. Dayton Campbell as a commissioner of the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, ECJ. He is to also resign.
Hold on there. Andrew Holness first. Dalrymple. Delroy Chuck. Warmington. Fly Green. May I go on? When all of those people resign, Dr. Dayton Campbell will resign. How about that? Andrew Holness, Juliet Holness, Marissa Dalrymple, Floyd Green, Delroy Chuck, Warmington. You really want to go down this road, Marlon Morgan? Do you really? Did we forget about the situation with NEPA? Can we put Matthew Samuda in there? Matthew Samuda. Did we forget about the situation with NEPA? Ruel Reid. Me write it. People who don't start right down the list them. Put the name them in the chat for me, please. Hey, put the name them in the chat. Put the name. I'm going to clip this up when him said Dayton Campbell for resign. And I'm going to just put all of the name them in the chat. Hold on there. Let me write them down.
From the Shadow Cabinet, as he substantively serves as the opposition spokesman on agriculture and fisheries. And he's also to resign as PNP General Secretary.
Hold on there. Who is the General Secretary for JLP? Let me look that up. Because you see, if a Bobby Montague, boy, you know you wrong, boy. Boy, you know you wrong, boy. If Bobby Montague is the General Secretary for the JLP, Marlon Morgan, please go sit your ASS down. Lord have mercy. The General Secretary for the JLP. Who is the General Secretary for the JLP? Oh, the General Secretary is Horace Chang. But doesn't Horace Chang, we have to put Horace Chang on the resignation thing to my good people. Because Wikipedia say him did in an organized crime allegedly when him before him come to Jamaica. So, alright, let's continue.
It is important to note that the Electoral Commission of Jamaica is a well-respected and highly acclaimed institution here in our country. It is guided by principles which inherently run counter to the use of state resources in the manner in which Dr. Dayton Campbell was explaining to Lawrence Rowe in that now infamous voice note, and indeed the screenshots of those WhatsApp messages. Dayton Campbell must resign immediately. Number 2, we demand that the Mayor of Kingston, who is also the chairman of the KSAMC, specifically respond to assertions in the public domain that a KSAMC official was in central Kingston in December 2024 issuing money to influential PNP activists, and that the KSAMC is being systematically used to corruptly fund the PNP's political and electoral activities, and of course to line the pockets of its party operatives, including unelected PNP political representatives. We find a statement issued last week by Mayor of Kingston, Mayor Sewage, on the matter to be indirect.
Hey, you know, so me all listen Nehru. Me all listen Nehru type. Nehru said this dude is on crack. Not my word. Not my word. Oh my God, Nehru, that one killed me.
That is funny.
Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
Oh, that is funny.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy, this one here is serious.
He was evasive and his statement was grossly inadequate. Mayor Sewage must tell Jamaica whether his political boss, Dr. Dayton Campbell, was inaccurate when Campbell told Lawrence Rowe that the KSAMC was distributing taxpayers' money on a partisan basis and to shore up the electoral pursuits of the PNP. If Mayor Andrew Sewage cannot, within 24 hours, provide adequate, credible...
Yeah, hold on there. The Integrity Commission report come out for months now. Where was the 24-hour demand for Andrew Holness resign? What is a boy in a easy? You know, say Nehru, you're right. Nehru, you're right, you know. You're his on point, Nehru. Him lick him skull. Him lick him skull, man. He must smoke something we don't know about.
That is funny, honey.
Something wrong with him. Something wrong with him.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something
funny.
Is not right.
Something not right with him.
Tell about them.
Something not right with him.
Clarity concerning this specific matter. He too must resign and step aside as Mayor of Kingston.
Hold on there, but he must say to do a straight face. I wonder if they obey him. He come like him believe what I'm saying.
And the chairman of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation.
How is him not even stand up on integrity? He must sit down. So you know, say integrity has suffer right now. But seriously speaking, how is this man saying this with a straight face? And listen, ladies and gentlemen, if an audit and an investigation is done and people are found guilty, me not back them, you know. I don't business on which side them depend. But you see, it is the hypocrisy for me. It is the hypocrisy for me. If Andrew Holness now resign, if Ruel Reid not get kicked out of government, if Oris Shang not get kicked out of government, all my girl, what she name? Pernell Charles Jr., the sister, Pernell, hello, not one amongst them.
Point number 3. The Jamaica Labour Party is aware of word concerning the existence of additional video and audio tapes involving PNP officials and operatives discussing the inappropriate use of public funds from the KCMC to line the pockets of PNP caretakers and to fund their political activities. The Jamaica Labour Party, and indeed well-thinking Jamaicans, insist that PNP President Mark Golding tells the country whether he was aware of what is being exposed as the PNP's inappropriate use of state resources to fund its election campaign activities. Mark Golding must tell us what, if anything, he has done about it to date. And he...
Oh, hold on them, breaks, brother. What you do about Andrew Holness? What Andrew Holness do about the other people in a corruption? One to Andrew Wheatley. Like we might talk about, there's so much people that Andrew is aligned with in government that are shady and questionable. Where our funds to put people billions and trillions of dollars. You know, say I must want AI video this. You know, I want to apologize if I that I case, cause this can't real.
He should not tell us to ask the PNP. Point number 4. In the event that Dr. Dayton Campbell does not resign as ECJ Commissioner, Opposition Spokesman on Agriculture and Fisheries, and the PNP General Secretary, the People's National Party President Mark Golding should act in a timely and decisive manner by ensuring that Dr. Dayton Campbell, his embattled General Secretary, is separated from the 3 reference posts ASAP. Point number 5. While we are not surprised, we note Mark Golding's assertion at a PNP political rally in Northwest St. Catherine this past Sunday that he has a lot of confidence in Dr. Dayton Campbell. This affirmation of support for Dr. Campbell by Mark Golding came merely a few days after media reports exposed the wretched and sleazy PNP KCMC corruption scandal in which the embattled PNP...
How is he calling it a scandal when there's no evidence for what he's talking about? How? He's just saying stuff.
PNP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell is embroiled. Mark Golding's handling of this scandal engulfing Dr. Dayton Campbell and the PNP will determine whether he should be taken seriously when he promised to adopt a zero-tolerance approach to unacceptable treatment of public funds. Any failure or equivocation on the part of opposition leader Mark Golding to appropriately hold Dr. Dayton Campbell to account render him
hold somebody to account? Who is holding the JLP to account? 8 people under investigation for illicit enrichment. Still, who is holding you guys to account? Marissa Dalrymple and all of them. Who is holding you guys to account? Huh? What is this dude talking about? He's just saying things. This gotta be a joke.
Suitable for the constitutional office he currently holds, let alone the highest elected office in the land to which he, Mark Golding, is aspiring. Quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Golding's week-long silence and his inaction on this matter thus far is...
Week-long silence? Week. Just a whole week. How long has Andrew Holness Integrity Commission report came out? Why hasn't he resigned? Why is he trying to fight the Integrity Commission? The only Integrity Commission in the island. that does what they do. Why was he trying to take away what's going on, T-Hound 20? Why was he trying to take away their ability to do their job or have a job? The only corruption agency that deals with corruption in the government. Why did your leader want to not support them anymore and take them down? Why didn't he cooperate with them where his statutory declaration is concerned? And you talking about a week? Why is he still in the leader of the country? Disgracing our entire land. Mark Golden and the PNP are not the government right now. They are not the government. You are the government. Why are you silent about these things? Why do you not take a stance of integrity about these things? You know why? Because you can't. Because you're controlled.
It's quite disturbing, and the Jamaican people should seriously assess his suitability to lead this country of ours.
Oh, that's hogwash.
Our penultimate point. The JLP welcomes word that there are 2 separate anti-corruption investigations underway into this wretched KCMC PNP corruption scandal.
I welcome it. I welcome it, and the KCMC welcomes it too.
Given the emerging trend of malfeasance and apparent systemic corrupt and inappropriate use of taxpayers' money at PNP control.
Bro, taxpayers' money, you guys run taxpayers' money. The PNP is not in control of taxpayers' money. What is he talking about? What can go so?
Municipal corporations, including, of course, the Manchester Municipal Corporation, the Hanover Municipal Corporation, the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation, the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, and, of course, the KCMC. The Jamaica Labour Party, like all well-thinking Jamaicans, are calling for the immediate and urgent audit by the Auditor General of all these municipal corporations controlled by the PNP, in particular, of course, the KCMC. And
so the same Auditor General where Andrew Holness called incompetent, and that the same Auditor General that you guys are calling on to audit the PNP. Hey! No, sir! Yo, the party is special. Yo, the money is special.
Can need help? Shift the parliament.
Daniel, man.
Shift the election.
Boy.
Shift everything.
Boy.
Move them out there.
Boy.
Take out the cockroach.
Boy.
Take out the thief.
Boy.
Take out the criminal them.
Boy.
Take out the thief them.
Take them out. Take them out of parliament, Father God. You hear this, man?
our final point. The Jamaica Labour Party also notes that the PNP KCMC corruption scandal has been in the public domain for almost a week now, with supporting screenshots of WhatsApp messages and voice notes readily accessible. However, to date, we are not aware of any statement issued by our usually vocal and vociferous civil society groups, which of course profess and assert that they are non-partisan and that they are vanguards, essentially watchdogs on matters concerning integrity, corruption, accountability in public office, and of course, lawful use of taxpayers' money.
But hold on there. Says the man that is a part of a party that said them have them own social media warriors that they pay. You know, so every time Express one pass per film for his videos, he looks crazy every time. Man, let me screenshot that. No, never mind. Bruh. Listen, let me make him finish.
We trust that our usually vocal civil society groups will find their voice and address the sordid and scandalous PNP KCMC corruption scandal as a means of reassuring the onlooking public and, of course, promoting and upholding accountability in the use of public funds and by those who preside over public funds. That brings us to the end of the opening statement. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Now, I'm glad that he did this, because what he has done, he has stepped in the quicksand. Andrew Holness already has stepped into quicksand with stuff that he said before in the past. But you see this energy that you have, for this quote-unquote KSMC scandal of 300 or 500,000 allocations, not millions, not trillions like what we're looking at on the screen. $3 trillion, not billions of dollars. 300,000, 500,000. You see, I'm gonna clip this up and I'm gonna put it in the vault. If you have any career in politics, we're gonna go back to this video. I'm guaranteeing it. We're going to go back to this moment right here when you made a mountain out of a piece of grain of salt compared to the allegations that is coming against your political party. How you doing, Ariana? Salute to you, love. Hey, it's funny how I'm buying views, but you can see real people in the chat typing that they never seen before. Hey, T-Hound. Hey, you heard I'm buying views, dog? Oh my God. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I don't really have much else to say. I pretty much ad-libbed throughout the whole video because you were speaking nonsense. I want the people to let me know what they think, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and to add to this reaction, I want to make it very clear. Don't worry about that Sassy 81. That's a whole different, some whole different people that I will not even mention. All right, they from the other sector the sector that I'm a part of. My day ones know who I'm talking about. But anyway, I want to say this: if in fact the PMP is entering into corruption to try and win the election, if in fact this is true, and audit, you know, comes out that they were doing this and they was doing that, I don't support it. And I don't support any form of corruption. We need a corruption-free government. Now, with that said, I want to reintroduce to the public of Jamaica the fact that there is a third party. So, because this is what the JLP is doing, right? They want the people that did not vote, this is my opinion, doubt in the people's mind. All the momentum that, excuse me, the PMP has gotten throughout these years, they want to create enough doubt in their mind. And Dr. Dayton Campbell said this in the speech the last time. They want to make it seem like we are all the same. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. Them no better than we, man. Them a thief too. Them a do this too. Them a do that too. That's what they're trying to do. Now, I can't tell anybody what to think or how to view things. Now, for the people out there, the 70% plus that did not vote, please vote. And please remember that there's a third option to vote. If you truly do not, nobody is voting for the JLP, right? The PMP is the other option. That is a popular option. However, if that popular option is proven to be compromised, the world is not ending, is what I'm saying. There is a third party called the UIC. All right? Please go and read their manifesto. Please go and read what they're all about so you can make an educated decision as to who you're voting for. But it's my encouragement for everybody to get ready and qualify to vote in the next general election. There's a lot of issues, ladies and gentlemen. One of the issues that I want the PMP to address is their stance on the Samoa Agreement. Because evidence have come out, which I cannot cover right now. I wish, there's so much things going on, but evidence has come out that some of the funding that we were getting through USAID allegedly was for certain surgeries, certain certain surgeries that are costly. Alright? Like, sex change, transitioning in certain hospitals in Jamaica. I will not name the entity. But when I get all the evidence, I will be presenting a live stream about it. You understand? Because this government here, there's no way we can vote for the JLP. That is a given. Alright? And I said before, if the PMP is compromised in any way, shape, or form, and the people believe that they cannot roll with them, you have a third option, ladies and gentlemen. And if you really want to throw a banana in the tailpipe, you have independent candidates in it. Put your money and put your mouth and your vote behind them. How about that? How about that? How about having this person represent you in parliament and your constituency? How about that? Alright? 1.5 million US. Thank you, Amazing Grace. Thank you. What? That's all I got for this reaction. Now I'm on the 1 hour and 54 minute mark. Anybody want to call in? Anybody want to share their opinions on the topics? Everybody is more than welcome to call in. We still can talk about Andrew Holness statement. Let me play it.
How exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country. How exceptional and emergency powers are used to deal with these criminals who hide under the protection of being citizens of a country.
Yeah. All of you that are hiding under the protection of being citizens of this country, the criminal them, are you only talking? You guys are, according to Andrew Holness, not citizens of the country. I don't know if you're not citizens what you are, according to him. These are not my words. These are the words of the Prime Minister of Jamaica. I think that statement alone, forget about the 28 bank accounts and the Integrity Commission report. I think that statement alone is enough to not vote for somebody. And that's just me. That's just me. I am not a very forgiving person when it comes on to certain things. When you're talking about caring for people, as a leader, this is something that you wrote down for a speech and you actually said it. And you said it, you didn't say it fast. You said it and you paused. And that means a lot. That means you thought about it, you wrote it down, and you meant it. You was waiting on a response from the people in front of you. You were looking at their facial expressions very carefully to see how they would react to you saying to something like that. You were finding out if they approve of such statement. You know? Hey, if it's one thing I know, boy, Sassy D, when I heard somebody told me that somebody was saying that I was buying views, I was like, whoa. Man, I remember one Sunday, I was on here early, and I was going in, and you guys was on here rocking with me, 500, 400 strong. That was after the fact, when I was done with my presentation, and I plugged in, I played the tsunami and the earthquake of prophecy, and I let that bugger play 2 hours, and at the end of that 2 hours, I still had 200 plus people in here. Boy, you can't make that. Buying views? Man, even if I had the money, I would never do no corny stuff like that. But you see, the hate is real, because I know some of them is probably watching me right now and they don't understand why is these people here? Why are they engaged with Bolo? You know how much people I got in my in my WhatsApp group buying views. Let me see if I can show that real quick. Can I show that? Can I show how much people is in my WhatsApp group on this? Let me see. Members. Okay, I can show it. Hold up. I can show it. I know you didn't. I didn't get my share. Your share of what? What are you talking about? But that joker, how is he going to accuse them of being criminals under the guise of being a citizen when we see every day and know you are a criminal yourself? Well, Ariana, you know what is the alarming thing is the fact that he doesn't see them as citizens. He's telling you that he doesn't see them as human beings. You ain't been paid yet, dang nugget. Paid? What's going on with Phoenix? You in the bushes talking about getting paid? Phoenix, you heard that I'm buying views? But let me show you my my WhatsApp group for my YouTube. Alright, so you can see right here. I got 85 members. So that's 85 people that is loyal to the soil. That want to make sure that even if they don't get my notifications, they can get it through me sending it in my WhatsApp group. And there's other people that is not in the group. There's more than 100 people that hit me up on WhatsApp based off my content. You feel me? Yeah, so it was really, really funny. Now there is something that the pastor said that I gotta clip up. Pastor Jeffrey Shuttleworth, man oh man, boy, he was going in. There's a couple things he said I gotta clip up. So I'm gonna go to that. Freedom Come TV. Let me find what he did today. Yeah, 7 hours ago. Okay, here we go. Copy. Here you go. Boom. Put that in. Take that off the screen. Take that off the screen right there.
Flavors, it preserves, it empowers, it gives life. We are teaching. Is on as well. Mrs. Robinson. High positive correlation.
The entire world, we cannot produce these things. What are the men doing? What are the women doing?
USAID, that is.
Here we go. Here we go.
God for raising up.
Here we go.
Indeed to God.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this clip from the pastor Jeffrey Shuttleworth was extremely interesting, might I add. And it had to do with the US aid that Trump took away from Jamaica. He said something very interesting, so let's play this clip.
God be the glory. Well said, Pastor Dr. Patience Alongi, and we're going to just dive right into the thick of things as we thank God for raising up the Freedom Come Rain newspaper. And even as the prophetic word was being uttered during one of those seasons of prayer, the Lord said it would provide the news before the news. It would provide the news behind the news. That it would carry that prophetic edge. And haven't we seen that playing itself out? And we are seeing also the prophetic word about exposure, skirts being lifted, and what the wind would do, because that's what the wind does. And each time I see the developments, I say, God, you're awesome. And I have seen the direct correlation, high positive correlation between the prophetic word and what is happening. And the prophetic word, which is dynamic, okay? It's connected to the time and the seasons. There are many persons who scoff at times and seasons, especially the scribes and Pharisees. They don't have a clue as to what is happening. So if you talk about 50, 70, 85, they say, what nonsense is that? And they blow it up. And then we talk about 2025, half A, and begin to talk about A and the wind. And because First Corinthians 2:14, the natural man. So they are holding these highfalutin positions in the church, but they are not connected to the Spirit of God. So they have no clue. So they will criticize, right? But look at it, it's playing itself out. So the exposure, right? It's coming left, right, and center. So back to the prophetic edge of the paper. So the Lord would have been speaking to the team connected and managing the Rain newspaper to give attention to US aid, right? Okay. And for various reasons, to get into the whole genesis, the anatomy, putting it, using a broader description, the anatomy, right? And the activity of USAID, USAID that is. And lo and behold, the 47th president just pulled the plug and said, listen, all foreign aid, and of course this one would have been impacted. So of course, the Rain already would have carried the fulsome story. And by this, most of you would have had the soft copy. Lady Jenny will speak to that. But what of the exposure? What of the exposure? Now we're seeing a number of things being exposed. For example, the UEHCJ, that's UEHCJ. And of course, if you are not aware of that, that's Health Connect Jamaica. We are seeing this, it's all over the place in terms of information. Among the things, the activities that they have been engaged in, which is, and one of them, a primary one, which is illegal in Jamaica, abortion services, right? And so-called family planning, yes. Also, programs centered on gender, diversity, equity, and inclusion, that's DEI, so that's LGBTQI minus capital letters. Transgender surgeries, right here in Jamaica.
What can goes on?
So, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Holness government, Health Connect Jamaica. You guys go and look it up. Health Connect Jamaica. Go and look it up. All on the labor right that is talking about the PMP is the one them we are trying to put in this thing in a Jamaica. The devil is a liar. Andrew Holness has signed the Samoa agreement, and that Samoa agreement is going to change and enact certain things. As long as Andrew Holness government is in power, they will not stop until them can change the constitution, because it is understood, ladies and gentlemen, and you can go look this up as well. Don't believe nothing that I'm saying in this video. This is all for entertainment purposes. This is all alleged. In the constitution, the Buggery law is in sync in the constitution. You understand? So one of the main reasons, in my opinion, why Andrew Holness, Marlin Malahoo, and the entire committee is trying to change the constitution is to remove certain key things in the constitution. Impeachment is one of them. We understand. But you see that Buggery law? Who remember when Pastor Peter Chambers said prophetically that the Constitution of Jamaica is standing in front of Andrew Holness like a man? Who remember that? Who remember that? If you remember, type remember. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a fact. Most of the people that engage in those sexual practices will never have a child, because their sexual practices does not enable them to have a child. Alright? Oh God, Carl Carty. That's a whole different conversation. Mighty God of Daniel. Anyway, we're there on the Samoa agreement and transgender surgery in Jamaica allegedly being facilitated by the HCJ. Let me play that back.
Right? And so-called family planning, would have ready to behold order, and for various reasons, to get into the whole genesis, the anatomy, putting it, using a broader description, the anatomy, right, and the activity of USAID, that is. And lo and behold, the 47th president just pulled the plug and said, listen, all foreign aid, and of course this one would have been impacted. So of course, the rain already would have carried the fulsome story. And by this, most of you would have had the soft copy. Lady Jen will speak to that. But what of the exposure? What of the exposure? Now we're seeing a number of things being exposed. For example, the UEHCJ, that's HCJ. And of course, that's Health Connect Jamaica. We are seeing this, it's all over the place in terms of information. Among the things, the activities that they have been engaged in, which is, and one of them, the primary one, which is illegal in Jamaica, abortion services, right? And so-called family planning, yes. Also, programs centered on gender, diversity, equity, and inclusion, that's DEI, so that's LGBTQI minus capital letters. Transgender surgeries, right here in Jamaica. Right here in Jamaica. So you're seeing this coming out because the plug was pulled. Of course, there's that little, with that limited waiver granted and so on. But God is allowing these things to happen. And this is the year of the wind, where the suddenlies are going to happen. Roofs are going to be taken off, as we have been saying, which talks about removal of heads of entities and also exposures. Files are going to be just like in the same way. And it's interesting how hay represents the lattice, window lattice, where the wind blows through the window lattice, right? Blows through the lattice, because hay represents all those little holes in the lattice through which the wind comes. And when the wind blows into and through the lattice into a room, it stirs up everything. It blows the curtain, it lifts up skirts where there are loose paper and files and so on. It just blow them up. And files that were neatly closed and books that were closed and so on, the wind just blow them open and blow them out of the place, so that persons who would not normally have access to them would have access. Wasn't that said? It was prophesied weeks ago. In fact, last year, even during Oasis COVID. See, it's playing it out. It's playing itself out now. That's the effect of the wind. You can't control it. You cannot control it because you don't know where it's coming from or where it's going. The year of the wind. Suddenly changes. Right? Exposure. So it's coming. So did you know that these are the services that are being provided? And interestingly, the rain carried a story, and Lady Jen will speak to that, where this parent complained about certain questions that were asked of her daughter by that particular hospital. And they came out and denied it.
You hear that?
Set of liars.
You hear that?
So there's more unraveling to come. This is the year of the wind, friends. This is the year of the wind. Transgender surgery. Look at the many people who are suffering in Jamaica, and
think about it.
Are going to be using monies, even though it may be available for that purpose. Why would Jamaica want to enter in such agreement when our very constitution? Can't you see that's a part of the reason they want to change the constitution, friends?
Think about it.
Hello. Are not yet open.
Hello.
And then look at the statement being made, big statement, and hear it now. PM to address development as government declares we have to be independent. So it's now that you are going to address being independent when we have been saying that to you. The Lord has been saying Jamaica must stop going around cap in hand, begging here and begging there. The Lord has already given the blueprint. Well, not fully. It's there, but he has not revealed it to everyone. Because the first thing he says, Spirit of the Lord has made it clear. Jamaica must repent. 3 consecutive days. Not some little foolishness. where you call some little meeting here and there, and leaders show up, dress up pretty and all sorts of something, right? And they make all kind of speeches, and no repentance takes place. You don't repent on your terms. That's not repentance. It is God who set the terms and conditions for repentance. And those of us who repent must repent as God has ordained and designed repentance. We can't repent on our own terms, or else that is not repentance. God will not accept it, and we're fooling ourselves. So back to it. So now we are hearing them saying, oh, we're going to address this development. Okay? We have to be independent.
Look at your screen, ladies and gentlemen. You see it? Look at your screen. All right. There it is.
Devil is a liar. There is more that will be coming, friends. More exposures. More suddenlies. And that is why the Lord has allowed Trump. Again, we say the man is not saved. We have to pray for it because
listen.
And of course, a contrary wind, it is going to.
Hey, I want y'all to pay attention to this because I've been saying this, y'all. Listen to what the man's saying. Listen.
There is more that will be coming, friends. More exposures. More suddenlies. And that is why the Lord has allowed Trump. Again, we say the man is not saved. We have to pray for it because he has already made a number of missteps. And of course, a contrary wind, it is going to cause him and so on and others to make missteps. You have to pray him through. You have to pray him through. And it's not about liking him. It's about recognizing that the Lord is using him to shake up, not just America, but to shake up the world. There are many things that have been covered, and as a result of what will be described as some erratic moves by him, some of them persons may say inexplicable, right? And some may even say foolish, but they are going to result in exposure and also to give the people of God the opportunity to advance the gospel message, and most importantly for the church of the living God to get herself organized, because she's not organized, because the persecution is going to increase even with all of this, but it's going to get worse.
I hope y'all is paying attention to the prophet, man. Ransford, the way I deal with it, I really hope you guys paying attention to the prophet. Alright? Alright? So, listen. Trump gonna do Trump. We pray for that man to be saved. If you really want him to start doing some serious stuff for God, oh man, pray for him to be saved. Don't hate that man, ladies and gentlemen. He is a very powerful man in a very powerful position. And if he was to be pushing the agenda of God in fullness, I want y'all to think about that. Think about that.
It's going to get worse. So this USAID matter, we will now be delving into it, and Lady Jenny will be taking us through the rain, among other things. And of course, we'll continue to aerate, and
so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Very, very important information in regards to HCJ. Alright? HCJ. Please go do your research, ladies and gentlemen. Please. Let me play it one more time. Please go do your research. Our children are under attack. Please.
Of prayer, the Lord said it would provide playing itself out. And we are seeing also the prophetic word about exposure, skirts being lifted, and what the wind would do in the direct correlation and what is happening. And the prophetic word, which is at times and what the nonsense, the wind, and pulling these close to the edge of the paper. So the Lord would have been speaking to the team connected and managing the rain newspaper to give attention to US aid, right? Okay. And for various reasons, to get into the whole genesis, the anatomy, putting it, using a broader description, the anatomy, right? And the activity of USAID, that is. And lo and behold, the 47th president just pulled the plug and said, listen, all foreign aid, and of course this one would have been impacted. So of course, the rain already would have carried the fulsome story. And by this, most of you would have had the soft copy. Lady Jenny will speak to that. But what of the exposure? What of the exposure? Now we're seeing a number of things being exposed. For example, the UEHCJ, that's UEHCJ. And of course, if you are not aware of that, that's Health Connect Jamaica. We're seeing this, it's all
Health Connect Jamaica.
all over the place in terms of information. Among the things, the activities that they have been engaged in, which is, and one of them, a primary one, which is illegal in Jamaica, abortion services, right? And so-called family planning, yes. Also, programs centered on gender, diversity, equity, and inclusion, that's DEI, so that's LGBTQI minus capital letters.
So, you guys see, when I was telling you that Andrew Holness has aligned himself with the Biden administration in their agenda where the Samoa Agreement is concerned and the colorful community. Y'all see that I wasn't lying, huh? They getting funds through US aid, allegedly, for these things. I just say allegedly. I like to say allegedly. You know?
Transgender surgeries, right here in Jamaica. Right here in Jamaica.
Unbelievable.
You're seeing this coming out because the plug was pulled. Of course, there's that little, that limited waiver granted and so on. But God is allowing these things to happen, right? And this is the year of the wind, where the suddenlies are going to happen. Roofs are going to be taken off, as we have been saying, which talks about removal of heads of entities and also exposures. Files are going to be just like in the same way. And it's interesting how hay represents the lattice, window lattice, where the wind blows through the window lattice, right? Blows through the lattice, because hay represents all those little holes in the lattice through which the wind comes. And when the wind blows into and through the lattice into a room, it stirs up everything. It blows the curtain, it lifts up skirts where there are loose paper and files and so on. It just blow them up. And files that were neatly closed and books that were closed and so on, the wind just blow them open and blow them out of the place, so that persons who would not normally have access to them would have access. Wasn't that said? It was prophesied weeks ago. In fact, last year, even during Oasis moment. See, it's playing it out. It's playing itself out now. That's the effect of the wind. You can't control it. You cannot control it because you don't know where it's coming from or where it's going. The year of the wind. Suddenly, changes. Right? Exposure. So it's coming. So did you know that these are the services that are being provided? And
Jamaican people, did you know?
Interestingly, the rain carried a story, and Lady Jenny will speak to that.
Alright. So, Pastor, the prophet, the apostle has exposed another one. Alright. He has exposed another situation with this government. Alright. So, I was trying to tell y'all. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section on that. Now, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Lord have mercy. It is alleged. Well, I remember just put breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. It is alleged that Bagua police has seized the gun of JLP MP aspirant who drew his gun at a party worker. There is contention over who will be the candidate against fourth-term Member of Parliament Natalie Nita Garvey in NC St. Catherine. Police have confirmed the incident. Mighty God of Daniel. Ladies and gentlemen, it is alleged It is alleged. Alright? It is alleged. Right? It's not my word. Woy. You know, so somebody send me in a group. Somebody send me in the group, you know. But I don't get the article yet. So I am going to say it is alleged. Let me do some digging now, ladies and gentlemen, into these allegations. You know, the news on the ground is faster than the news in the newspaper, innit? Alright. Bagua police. Alright, let's put that part there alone in there. Let me see if I find any articles about it. Let me go to YouTube and see if I find any video about it. You know, allegedly this is gonna be probably hush hush, because remember, you know, the mayor in Sentinel know we not see nothing about him, you know. And people want us to forget about that situation. So, not my word, ladies and gentlemen. Not my word. Anyway, let me go to a more another situation here with the houses them. You understand? Sharon, you did send me the clip with the house them, though. And what the brother said about the house them. Somebody in the chat was saying it to me, you know. Right? Somebody in the chat was talking about it, but let me go here, so
all along Jamaica.
Hold on there. Hold on there, people. Hold on there. Let me share my screen real quick. When I'm show all you right support them, yeah. So when I'm show all you right support. Want to listen to this?
So all along Jamaica, we see the government handing over these homes to the poor and indigent.
Right.
You mean to tell me that at the end of the day, these homes does not belong to the people? So all the land title them with them assign, I make the people them assign land title. You mean to tell me say it does not belong to them at the end of the day? Eh? So the whole program and the indigent housing program, all the ribbon Andrew are cut and I give out land title and I give out keys. Jamaica, me can't catch myself when I listen to this, Jamaica.
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament.
Shift them, Father God. Shift them.
Shift everything.
Shift everything. Remove them.
Take out the cockroach.
Take them out.
Take out the criminal them.
Take out all of the criminal them, Father God.
Take out the murderer them.
Take out the murderer them.
Take out the gang leader them.
Take them out.
Out of parliament. Take them out.
Take them out.
From Portland. Take them out.
Take them out, Father God.
Me go to Portland. Why me travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
Take them out, Father God. Take them out. Take them out. We can't work with them no more, Father God. Take them out, Father God. You know, more of this sit up on the big screen, so that's why I download it. Yeah, man.
So all along Jamaica, we see the government handing over these homes to the poor and indigent.
Right.
You mean to tell me that at the end of the day, these homes does not belong to the people? So all the land title them with them assign, I make the people them assign land title. You mean to tell me say it does not belong to them at the end of the day? Eh? So the whole program and the indigent housing program, all the ribbon Andrew are cut and I give out land title and I give out keys. Jamaica, me can't catch myself when I listen to this, Jamaica people.
The houses remains the property of the municipal corporations. So, hey, who mess is this? Oh, man, is this?
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Houses remains the property of the municipal corporations. So if someone dies, the municipality retains the right of the house and it is passed on to someone who is in need. There is no duplication of the services provided by the Ministry of Local Government.
You hear that,
Well, finally, I said to the people of Jamaica, we are
passed away, the house will return to the government and them are going to find another indigent person to put in the house. So basically, once again, the Jamaica Labour Party have deceived the people of this country and make them a sign away them land and a collect title and keys to house and make it seems like it belong to them. Mighty God! So all along Jamaica, we see the government handing over.
Hey, I saw a high level of wickedness, this, you know? Yeah, man, I saw a high level of wickedness, man. Some high level of wickedness. Let me see where Sharon sent me I know. The vast land in Westmoreland, poor infrastructure development for the people in Westmoreland. What is now, Father? Hold on them people, hold on them. I get some update in a real time. Oh, the bridge. So why them up? Oh, rotted. Oh my God. Hey, this bad, you know? Why this bad? This bad. This bad. Up on the elder man. Mighty God of Daniel. No, no. This bad. Alright, so we're gonna walk on support that drop down. Jesus Christ. No, no, this is very concerning. And then the people will turn up over there, so they're not afraid and drop through. The bridge already unstable. Mighty God. No, this not right. This not right. Oh hell no. What is this? What you put him something here? Watch out when you with the box cover. You know, so them people like that thing have a joke though. It's a somebody almost a John to Rati. Watch out, this somebody almost a slide way. Oh my God. No, 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 no. Wow. Wow.
Just look, as the rain fall and this happened to it. As the rain fall to the Thursday, look there.
A judgment now upon you.
With veranda, water everywhere. Just look.
Judgment.
Everywhere. From what they say them can clean the drain as the water dry. Ah no, just look. As the rain fall, we get flood out from what they 3 times now we get flood out and no the drain can't clean.
Whoa. Alright, so this a part right here, so the part beside the bridge where people I think they make something like for carry them pass. But the water so high, it's so dangerous for them to put them something here, Father God. My goodness. Yo, see bridge there, alright. See bridge there. See old bridge that we broke down. You know see I eat I'm a pause it. Because I remember me this is some video. See the old bridge that is up on the left corner there so we broke down. And right beside it them build this. We don't know who built it, but I like one local roadway for them walk past. But water still run across the same way. So when rain fall now, the water gets so high, it's dangerous. So you can't them even pass or even people. You put them something, man. Jeez. Hey people of Portland. You know better go repent and pray and ask God for covering. And that me I tell you because you see prophetic word upon Darrell verse. It's not a good prophetic word. You understand? It's not a good prophetic word. Every prophetic word we hear for Darrell verse is not a good prophetic word. People wanna go pray and ask God for covering. Them are something in the right. Them thing in the right, Jesus Christ. You see them one day already. Wow. From one thing to the next, jungle people. So, in this one, Jesus Christ, let's see what I'm going to say now. Teenage girl brutally assaulted by a man in St. Andrew. But look on them something here. I can't show this. Yeah, me can't show this on YouTube. Wow. Me can't show this on YouTube. Me can't show this on YouTube. Wow. Hey, the people must send me everything, you know. What is now? Look at the garbage truck them park over him office. What is now, Father God? In a buff beer today. Let me just check them things before me even put them on the screen, car. No, sir. What can go so? Alright. Some people send me something. I want to hold on the people. Jesus Christ. Let me stop sharing my screen. Because I don't want to dox nobody. Hey, I will labor right there with the dust in our chat a while ago. I will labor right with that show third term a while ago. I went in there. I want it there now. Want to gone? I hope nobody no violate. I don't want to no trouble the labor right there. I make them talk as long as they now violate and disrespect. Where the labor right there? We're just coming on my chat a while ago and talk about where are you? So we go from, ladies and gentlemen, we go from Bagwalk police allegedly seized the gun of the JLP MP aspirant. Meaning say they aspire to be the JLP MP who threw his gun at a party worker. There is contention over who will be the candidate against four-term member of Parliament Natalie Garvey in NC North Central St. Catherine. Police have confirmed the incident. That are breaking news, I would say allegedly. Simon Beckford said, Bolo, I want you to look up the meaning of the quarter farm where them have on the money. Look for the symbol. That one different something now. You have to help me out with that one, them in general. See? Yeah, man, you have to help me out with that. No joke. Let me save them video and show the people them what go on. Because I don't want to dox nobody. Let me save them video and show them what go on. Let me see. In a real time, right? So this serious. Hey, you know, say God is the greatest. I have to say it all the while. Because that's true. People, if you never believe somebody else alive right now, I use my phone as my hotspot. And me not have as much problem in some other stream and me can't get nothing at all from the phone. Me have to give God thanks. Me have to give God thanks. So the scenes them when me about to show is allegedly in a Buff Bay, ladies and gentlemen. And people have said me these things and it's not me, I said myself. Alright? So let me just pull them up first in a one swing to open them and then, you know what I mean, we take it from there. Alright, let me share my screen now. The reaction I get long. I'm going to end the reaction after I show this. Lord have mercy, where's something there? Here we go. So these are some garbage truck. Alright. I don't really know the significance of this, but as you can see, I got them a show. Next video. See what I go on here, so. Let me zoom out. See what I go on here, so. What is now, God? Are the road them a show? I would know say the road them body now. How about that? How about that in the road? Asphalt? How them a show? Buff Bay, this is people allegedly. What go on there, sir? Ride him a ride. Oh, I patrol them in my show. Asphalt. Whoa, what are they? No, they can't make this up. Watch the asphalt. Alright, me get that. Me understand that. More asphalt. But how will the backside are going there, so? Are who responsible for Buff Bay? And which MP responsible for Buff Bay people? So alright, I want working truck that. Asphalt them a carry. And where the backside are going? Could they? Asphalt in a pothole for days. What is that going to do when the rain start fall? Look on the cloud them. Rain look like you're to fall right now. What is Father God? Alright, let me see what I'm going to do. More, oh Lord. We definitely know what the agenda is in this video. Showing the road with the asphalt tonight. And that are the patchings. Yep. Allegedly, ladies and gentlemen, that is Buff Bay. For those who know Buff Bay, you can confirm what going right there, so. Yeah. Aspirant. Then I think this is worth showing one more time because this is the main story, ladies and gentlemen. The main story is Holness program. Holness
all along
program.
Jamaica, we see the government handing over these homes to the poor and indigent. You mean to tell me that at the end of the day, these homes does not belong to the people? So all the land title them with them assign, I make the people them assign land title. You mean to tell me say it does not belong to them at the end of the day?
Mighty God.
So the whole program and the indigent housing program, all the ribbon Andrew are cut and I give out land title and I give out keys. Jamaica, me can't catch myself when I listen to this Jamaica people.
Land title handover ceremony, you know? Wow.
The houses remains the property of the municipal corporation. So if someone dies, the municipality retains the right of the house and it is passed on to someone who is in need. There is no duplication of the services provided by the Ministry of Local Government.
You hear that, Jamaica? What kind of
social housing program? Then put these, you know, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. And me just going to take it off of the screen because me really hurt for them people, yeah. This is embarrassing. ABR News, big up. This is embarrassing. You know why? These people did not deserve this from the government of Jamaica. Andrew Holness led government of Jamaica. Let me make sure I state that. They don't deserve this. You know, you have these people on these photo ops making yourself look good. You and your government, oh, we're doing all of this. And you're telling me at the end of the day, those houses are not owned by the people that you claim you gave it to them to? If this is not the most uncaring, the most wickedest, the most evil, horrible government ever in the history of Jamaica, I don't know what is. And that is coming from somebody that you can't tie to the PMP, you can't tie to the UIC, you can't tie me to no political party. I am saying that as a person that even don't like politics. For this same reason that we just witnessed a while ago. This is why I don't like politics. Why can't politicians genuinely do something for the people of Jamaica without seeking to get any credit for it? Why can't they just do their jobs for doing their job's sake? They're more focused on photo ops than making tangible, effective moves to promote good living, high levels of living where the Jamaican people is concerned. All you have to do is do right by the people, you know. If you do right by the people, you never have to ask. The people is always going to reward you. This is a national disgrace. Truly. I am sick to my stomach looking at this information. Just the detail of it, it just hit me like, look at the faces of the people that they were giving these houses. They put them on television for the world to see. All if you hear that when they die and they pass away, they have nothing to give their children. You're going to take that back? Hey, you see? God I going to deal with Unupa on another level. It's my belief. I am not God. But it is my belief. I take great comfort in that God is a just God. And I leave it right there. Yeah, man. I'm going to leave it right there. I take great comfort that God is a just God. Because justice has to be served in this country. Justice has to be served in this country. What a wicked set of people like Andrew Holness and this government. Despicable, man. Mighty God. People, a long time I don't do a 3-hour live. It's been a while. Me need to unwind and you understand? Just free up myself. Yeah, alright, there's somebody right now. I need to free up myself. This I get way out of hand now. Big up on yourself. Big up the people that may stick around even through the storm. Cause we are going through a storm right now with the internet. No. I love here. Blessings. Sassy 81. All around in that place. Ransford. Right. Terrassa Headley. How many years has this been going on? Why you all didn't say something to the leaders? Well, to tell you the truth, for me personally, I never was following politics. Ariana, big up. Simone Beckford, big up. Nehru, big up. Ivan Henry, big up. Say, just spoke up on this channel. Most Jamaicans, including many recipients of these houses, are not aware of this. They only own the house if they own the land on which it is built. They only own the house if they own the land on which it is built. Very interesting. So you give a person a house. I basically rent it to them. When them done, you take it back. When them pass away, you take it back. Pat W. Holy pa love here. And big up all of my labor right watch of them, because I know so now watching them. Sharon, what go on my baby? Phoenix Rising, big up yourself in my dear one though. Who else me see in that place? Yeah, me see Sharon. Ariana, you don't know Ariana, blessings, my sister. Carl Carty, big up. Amazing Grace, big up. I don't know if you're still there, but I'm big up same way. Come soon in our chat. You understand? I see you guys in the chat, so I'm going to shout you out. Ines Brown, resilience. Good to see you in the resilience. Yeah, man. Good to see you, man. Respect. TH Own 2020. Donnet Hamilton. Marva Dice. Who else we see in our place? Laverne Phillips. Rosemary King. Nehru Garden. Evina Lewin. Rosemary. Oh yeah, Mr. Rosemary King already. Last sum. Holy pa respect. He called me earlier. Holy pa respect. Carl Allen. Big up yourself, you know. Who else we see in our place? Can't go no further. And them people let me see. And them people. Oh, ABR. Yeah, man. And Isabel Rose. Holy pa respect, you know, man. And thank you for the great work you do. Trust me. You're doing a great job. You cover the news. I love how you cover the news. It helps me to stay informed. You understand? And big up, hey. One big up the general. My Aromatic TV. Big up Aromatic people. You need to go and check out Aromatic TV. You hear? And Annie Isabel Rose. Atta Press, Talk Your Mind TV. Mystic Sensation. You name it. All I flag of them. We have put out the information. Sulfur. The whole works. You see me I say? A whole heap of fight we are getting now. We are get whole heap of fight. We are get a lot of fight. Spiritually and otherwise. You understand? Because you have to remember who we are dealing with. We are dealing with people. We are dealing with spiritual wickedness. You understand? So, keep us in your prayers. And, you know, have a blessed evening. The word is love. The word is love.
Ball out! Whoa! Yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them.